Hello, it's Uncommon Fossil. Today I am finishing, or I'm on to the last of the decks, I guess I should say, in the starter deck. I have to do an upgrade video after this, so this is the Dialga Vstar. For those that have been keeping score at home, you know what this deck is, and it's a very good and fun Pokemon, Dialga Vstar. It's got 2 attacks. Look, it's very energy hungry, right? The first attack, Metal Blast, for 1 energy does 40, but then 40 more for each metal energy attached to this Pokemon. So you want to flood it with energies to get those big multi-prize knockouts. You need a lot of energy, but you also need a lot of energy for the second attack too. Star Chronos is 5 energies, 4 metal and a colorless, does 220, which can one-shot a number of things. And then the great part is after that, you take another turn right after it. So back-to-back turns. It's a lot of fun. It's a 2-2 line of Dialga, which isn't unreasonable. Dialga decks run really thin lines of Dialgas, I got to say. It always makes it a little scary, but that's the way they are. The other attacker is the Zamazenta V. It's got an ability to potentially get set up. Once during a turn, you can discard your hand, draw 5 cards. Then if you do that, your turn ends. If you go first and you don't mind discarding your hand, most of that means you don't have a bunch of rare candies in hand, because we do want rare candies. So you can use that to end turn and be happy with it. And then Revenge Blast does 120 plus 30 more for 3 energies, 30 more for each prize card your opponent's taken. If they've taken 5 prize cards, that's 150. So we're at 270. And I got to say, based on these numbers, I'd like to do 10 more damage. We don't have a tool to do that, though. So that we work with what we have here, obviously. It plays a 4-1-4 Magnezone line. We need this to power up that energy-hungry Dialga Vstar. The Giga Magnet ability, once during your turn, look at the top 6 cards in your deck, attach any number of metal energy cards to your Pokemon any way you'd like. So really good. And getting multiple ones into play is good, because we can use multiple ones per turn, because we need to get 5, 6, 7 energies onto that Dialga to first get Star Chronos, and then to one-shot that big tanky Pokemon that your opponent likes to send up afterwards. And then it plays a 2-2 Bibarel just for some engine, which is a very good engine, so happy about that in the deck. So Pokemon are okay. Obviously, we'll look to upgrade it later on. 14 basic metal energies, more than average, but because of the Magnezone, we need a lot of energies, because we want to see those energies when we draw cards. It's finding that balance. Obviously, what can you afford for deck space, because we need other cards besides energies. And then the other thing is, the more energies you put in the deck, the less consistent your deck's going to be. So trying to find the sweet spot is tricky. Okay, getting into the trainers. 1 Tool Jammer. You don't see this much these days, and I don't think it's got a lot of value today, but there have been times in the past when it's been big and maybe comes back again for its importance. Once during, it's a tool, as long as it's attached to your active Pokemon, then tools attached to your opponent's active Pokemon have no effect. So, could be useful, right? It's not often, it cancels out certain things that you don't want to see. So obviously, be aware of it. It does have another tool that's really the main tool in this deck, and that's Full Face Guard. If your Pokemon has no abilities that this is attached to, and Dialga Vstar has no abilities, it takes 20 less from damage, so it gets it up to 300 to one-shot it. So that's useful, because we're piling up energy on that Dialga. We can't have it one-shot, or it's really bad for us. So for Ultra Ball, we need that. Searching the evolutions and stuff makes a lot of sense there. We also placed 3 Nest Ball to get the basics going, as well as 1 Battle VIP Pass. To get the Battle VIP Pass, if you go second, you're probably not going to draw into it. If you go second, though, you have 4 Arven, search for an item and a tool, so that helps. Certainly, if you go second, that's something you want to take advantage of. Place 3 Boss for a supporter, obviously very good there. And 4 Averys. It's a lot of Averys. It's okay, but you got to be careful. What you do is you draw 3 cards, which is okay, and then your opponent discards from their bench, Pokemon from their bench, until they have 3. If they have multi-prize Pokemon with damage on it, then your opponent's very happy to get rid of them. So it's disruptive to some decks. Some decks don't care, and sometimes you're going to actually help your opponents. So just be aware of the situation before you just casually toss out the Avery. Okay, 2 Escape Rope, that's the switching we play in the deck. Not obviously, it's a good card, so happy to have that. 1 Energy Recycler. Certainly a deck like this, it makes sense. You shuffle up to 5 basic energy cards from the discard pile into your deck. You want to fill up your deck, especially as the game goes on, get those energies back in the deck, and so Magnezone hits a lot of energies there. 3 rare candies. We only play 1 of the stage 1s with the Magnezone, so we're usually relying on rare candies, so 3 rare candies in the deck. And then I think boss was, didn't mention that, so 3 boss. I might have mentioned that as well. So 3 boss, 4 Arven, 3 Nest Ball. So that's the list. It's a reasonable list. It's a solid list, and it's a decent place to start. Let's see what we can do with the deck on the ladder. All right, hopefully we get a good game to show things off. Last game didn't set up well, and it was a fire deck, which I was weak to, so it did not go well, right? That is what I will say. The last game did not go well at all. They were going to slice through me, and I was going to really struggle. And I didn't get a second Dialga into play before they're going to one-shot, before they're going to knock me out. All right, I'm taking a mulligan. Okay. We're both mulliganing. Magnezone. Okay, what am I up against? Not that it matters. Oh, man, I'm up against Stall. Okay, I think, right? Misfortune Sisters, so probably up against Snorlax. Stall. I don't like this at all. I have a bunch of energy. I'm just going to end turn here. Okay. I'm going to take a look. I can attack with everything. Attacking with Bibarel isn't great. Now they can force the Bidoof down. They can't force the Bibarel down. So getting Magnezone evolved is really important, and then not getting too many bench Pokemon, because I need to chuck energy on my Pokemon so that I can attack with them, right? So Avery, let's see what I lose. Lose a rope, right? I think just 1 card. Not terrible. I mean, my key thing is I've got to, and I'm attacking with evolving Pokemon for the most part. The Zamazenta V I don't want. Tails, that's good, because hammers obviously makes my life difficult. This attack that shuffles back is actually kind of nice. So let me do this. They're a mill deck too, though, right? So that's concerning. So let me get rid of now. Right, so that's not terrible. I think I want to, might as well hit into them, force them to switch. Now they're going to start the milling, but so stall mill obviously is a nice combo. It puts pressure on me, right? If they start the milling, then the timetable really speeds up. But I can retreat out of this. Right, with the Lug Trio, they don't have me stalled, and the retreat cost is 1. We'll see what they play. I do have the boss in hand. I don't know that I want to let them switch here, but we'll see. Are they going to get down another Snorlax, or what is it, Doug, or a Wiglet, or something else? Another Snorlax. Not surprised there. Okay, so getting tanky, but look, I've got to get my attacker set up, so it's as simple as that. Okay, so okay, good. Get the no, I want Magnezone. I will retreat him. Retreat cost is 1. So this is good here. Toss him down. I will do the evolution play, energy acceleration first. So this is very good. So I think I've got the game here. That's my guess. I'm going to get back-to-back turns. I will start Chronos here, and that's I think what I do here, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, and I think I have the knockout. If assuming I have the knockout, I do not want to accelerate extra energies. I just kind of hold off on that. Arven's decent. I'll just... So I have knockout here. So I will... I'm doing 240, so just attack. Boom. Take another prize. They've got a really... Because the way this deck's built, I'm in pretty decent shape. Zamazenta only does 120, so they could gust him to the active. But again, he can attack, though. So that's, I can attack with every Pokemon. So that's one of the things. When you're up against Stall, can you attack with every Pokemon? Because they can Echoing Horn from the discard pile onto the bench. They can... the supporter now, I'm just blanking on the name, but it puts a basic Pokemon from your hand onto the bench and then switches Erica's Invitation and switches it into the active. So that's gets it into play and gusts it. So we just have game here, right? I just need to attack. I do 240, so there we go. So, so I one of the things as I think in mind as I look to upgrade the deck, if I put in a Miraidon EX to use the Lightning Magnemite, I'm not as good a matchup. That's it's good now. Why did it show the Mimikyu? I don't believe they played the Mimikyu in that game, right? So, they didn't do any damage, so I guess it just picked a random card from deck. I would have thought I think all I saw was... Anyway, it did its job last game, for sure. All right, let's see if we get a decent game. We'll see what keeps. The last game I kind of was rambling in between games, then realized, I like to have a breaking point. When I record games like this, I record several games. I never know which games, certainly when I'm starting, what games I'm going to keep, so I want to have a clean edit point before the game start. All right, I get to go first. That is good, of course. Okay. So this is a nice start. This is a very nice start. Yeah. So I need to rare candy to get going turn 2, but okay. I might as well get both Dialgas down. Yeah, just start getting things cranking away, right? And this is a nice set of cards. It's if the turn ends like this, I attach energy, I evolve Bibarel, and then I probably use Bibarel's ability before playing Avery. We'll see what I draw for turn. We'll see if my hand stands up or not, right? But are they weak to me? They are weak to me, so that is very nice. Very nice indeed. Okay, so no disruption. I don't think I want any more Pokemon to play, do I? No. I don't. So, evolve. Attach. So I see 4 and another 3. So I see 7 cards. I need... Okay. Well, we'll see. I got a rare candy, but nothing to rare candy into. So that's not so fun for me. I have no energies in the discard pile. So I'm going to attach here, and I could attack, but there's nothing to attack. So I just end turn. Yeah. So that's not good. If there were energy in the discard pile, of course, then I would have attacked. I'm pretty, right? So, which means if they gust something up. Anyway, that was a terrible turn 2 for me, considering I started off quite nicely. I saw a bunch of fresh cards. I saw I saw 4 with Bibarel, 3 with Avery, and draw for turn, right? So 4, 5. I saw 8 cards in total, and didn't get any cards to advance my hand state. So that's unfortunate. But this deck really leans into the Avery. Was it 4 Averys? I'm pretty sure when I upgrade the deck, it's not going to have 4 Averys, right? It's Drawings 3 is okay. Obviously, Avery is disruptive to some decks. It also helps decks. So to me, you should never lean this heavy into Avery as a big draw card. So heads, I forget what that is, but we will see. So got an evolution, and that's good for them. I assume they're happy with that. The retreat cost is 2, so I should be able to knock it out. They do have the pre-release art, so going for the bling there in that sense. And obviously, even if you play pre-releases, if you play one pre-release, you only get one of these most. So they might have gone to a bunch of pre-releases, but probably, obviously, with the crafting system, it's pretty cheap to craft. Okay, so going for the other Tink-a-Tink. Is that? Yeah, Tink-a-Tink. So, and of course, still weak to me, so that's quite nice. I can't attack this next turn unless I hit something. If I hit the V-Star, I can attack. If I hit Magnezone, I can attack. So, okay, so Tinka Tough. Okay. So, Arven. So, I think I want to... Let me get I have Rare Candy, so I want a search card and another one of those. So I'm gonna grab, which way do I want to go? Let me take a look here. So I discard those for sure. He'll do 40. I'll attack with Dialga because I do take a prize with him, which is good. I mean, I obviously have the Rare Candy. That's so attach here. Right now he's doing 240. He's doing huge damage, but I'd love to do back-to-back attacks, right? So let me do that. And now draw 2 cards. I have the Rare Candy, but that is lovely, right? So I can ideally I get 2 energies off this, right? I only get 1. So I'm going to put that on. Hopefully I don't get 1 shot. I probably don't. So now I can attack next turn. So huge damage, of course, with weakness. So there we go. See what they send up. Are they going to send up the stage 1? Are they sending up the basic? They're sending up the stage 1, so they're planning on attacking. We will see what happens here. We'll see which way they go, right? There's some options with what they evolve into. Yeah, so we will see. Okay, getting rid of Switch. Fine there. Does this deck play Boss? I'm looking at the list. It does not. It's a... Yeah, I think I want Boss. A deck plays... it plays Tool Jammer, which I don't think... it doesn't see a lot of play now. I don't think it's overly relevant right now. I mean, there are times it's useful, but I don't think I'm overly concerned about it. So, okay, so discard 1, draw 3. So looking to build up a big hand size. Okay, so, but they're weak to me, right? So, and they're not going to one-shot me, right? So I'm going to manually attach, and I'm going to do a lot of damage. I'm going to one-shot you and then take another prize. So this is good. So, okay. I mean, I'm pretty sure they can't one-shot me. If they do one-shot me, then I'm unhappy and not in the position I want to be in. But, you know, the odds of them one-shotting me are not that good. I mean, what do they need to one-shot me? They think they need like 11 cards in hand, because I do have this damage. I have the reduction. It does 20 less. Let me just look at what it states here. Okay, so they did 140, which, look, it's halfway to knocking me out, which does obviously help them, but it doesn't really get them very far here, right? So I'm doing a ton of damage. Let me do this. I want to, let me see what I hit for energy. No energies. Wow, the deck hates me, huh? All right, so I'm going to evolve him. I think actually it might not be there. It is. Okay, I realized I wasn't sure if I had checked for that. So obviously discarding energy is not ideal, but I want to probably play Avery. I mean, it's not my favorite. It's fine. So let me Avery and... Okay, it's not terrible. I mean, it's not great what I got here. So I will star Chronos, take the knockout, and attack again. And it gives me a chance to potentially get my other Magnezone into play too, right? So Arven, I mean, Arven will get me what I need to get the other. I just need a Ultra Ball, right? Which I should play 4 of. Yes, I do. Okay. So actually, I don't even need that, so that's quite nice. So let me get some more energies on this guy here. 1, 2. I mean, this is good. There's really not much I need to do here. With 3, I think I might just sit on things in case they go for some disruption or something. I like the boss. Boss is good too. So let me just smash through him. They can maybe get the knockout next turn. Should I have got the Zamazenta down or something? I don't really love him in this game, right? I don't think, right? Since I'm beating them up, right? So we'll see what happens. I may just have game here. I have the knockout with Oh, he's weak to me too. Okay, so all right. I wasn't sure with the weakness what was weak to what exactly. Right, a third attacking option. Look, I can take the knockout with a Magnezone too. I need 3 energies. If I get knocked out, I will. I want to get energies back in the deck. What do I play to do that? I have an Energy Recycler. Okay, all right. Which I generally don't play in decks, but maybe for this deck, Recycler makes sense. No, I think it does. I want to just flood the deck with energies is what I want to do. So, again, if they knock me out, it's a little bit scary. I'm not freaking out, though, if they knock me out. Okay, they don't knock me out, then I'm in really good shape here, right? Very good shape. So I will just grab some cards. Why not? And I'm just going to attack. Why not? Maybe I should have attached to that Dialga, right? If they knock me out with the EX, which is what they want to do, I assume, then I'm going to need some more energy attached. I'm thinking I need to... Obviously, if they... Yeah, I should have put that energy attached one to the Dialga. My thought is, what if they gust something up, right? Then I need to get 2 to 3 energies on something else, right? That was the thought there. Assuming they just knock out the active. If they don't boss, if they don't, but no, I mean they need to take a prize. So I mean in theory they could try stalling me out. Okay, Miriam. Wait, what's Miriam do again? Let me just look at that one. It's hard to read with the art sometimes. Shuffle up to 5 Pokemon into your deck. Draw 3. Okay. All right. All right. Oh, that's right. That is right. So 1/3. And they missed the knockout even. So ouch to them. Obviously, that hurt. The fact that they came up 10 short. So look, that was a great matchup. Of course, they were weak to me, but you take it, right? You have games where you're weak to the opponent, so you take the advantage when you have it. And of course, the deck came through with flying colors. All right, hopefully we get one more good game to upload with the video. That's kind of my goal. I'm about done with things. We'd like just, one more game to get into the video. But, we will see. They won. Hopefully I go first. This is definitely a deck that wants to go first. Going second, so, if I get energy in the discard pile, I can accelerate to Dialga. That's not terrible. Okay. I mean, it's not bad. Do I Avery okay. Maridon, perhaps? Which, we'll see. We will see. Okay. So, Raichu. Okay, which they can attack. They can attack use it during this turn, right? So we'll see what they get. See, Maridon EX might be what they toss onto the bench, which then can get them more Pokemon. No, they didn't. Okay. I mean, I'm not going to knock them out. I'm pretty. My Avery obviously is not going to do any disruption there. So let me. And I have. So. I still need to get a 2 Dialgas down, though. It's unfortunate that the one Vstar is prized. Is there something else I want to get down here? I don't think I want the Zamazenta, do I? I mean, I could. No, I not this turn. I don't want to ditch a rare candy, so let me get him down. Yeah, I need him in play. So just thinning the hand to hopefully get something better for me. 2 rare candies. Okay, well, I will attach here and turn. Okay, so that Avery result was not what I needed. I mean, look, a rare candy is good, but I need Pokemon. So based upon what things go on, excuse me, little cough there. If I have Ultra Ball, I think I get a Bibarel and Hope. Although, I'm not drawing that many cards, so my hand's going to stick. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if they can disrupt. Once they don't play a supporter, once they play their supporter, I'm not so sure they can disrupt my hand even if they wanted to. And certainly don't know that they would want to anyway. Well, I mean, they probably would if they could. Avery, I mean, look, the rare candies are good. But what needs to happen here, I need some evolution Pokemon. Actually, there is, there are cards that search for evolution Pokemon, some supporters too. I generally don't like those cards, but maybe that's what this is. Okay, they got Maridon in play. I'm surprised they didn't get Maridon in play turn 1, because they could have grabbed that with Forest Seal Stone, and then they would have. They haven't used it though. Okay, so they're using it this turn to grab something. They don't have the one shot on my V though, right? I mean, they could with the electric generator, right? So maybe they're grabbing electric generators to try to. So they're roping me. So I will send up another Magnemite, right? Okay. See what happens here. Okay, so they're going to take a knockout. I'm going to send up the Dialga, and I really need to get some pieces to make things happen. I need multiple cards. That's what needs to happen here. So I will Avery first. That's just terrible. That's just terrible. Is all there is to it. So, wow. So I'm going to end turn here, and probably concede after this, right? I assume, look, if they knock out one of my Vs, I'm down 3 prizes. I'm in a tough spot here, right? So they're going to retreat and attack with the Raichu, right? Because they'll have at least 4 energies in play. So 4 times, it's what, 60 per? So with 4 energies, they get the knockout. They'll one-shot me, right? Even if they don't have, excuse me, even if they don't have energy in hand, they retreat, they accelerate with Flaffy. So, yeah. I mean, I've got Avery, I guess, puts a little pressure on them. Not really, though, right? Not really. Maridon, and he is Iron Hands. Okay. Yeah, they're going to take 2 prizes. I go down by 3. Do I see a viable path to victory? I don't know. I really dislike these effects. I gotta say, I really do. They're too. I really don't enjoy it when they wipe out, so I can't see the screen at all. Okay, I don't. All right, so what do I do here? I'll get rid of 2 energies. I'm just thinning the deck. I'm thinning the deck. I'm going to grab Magnezone because I have Rare Candy. All right, so this isn't terrible. I think it is, actually. It probably is. To what extent can I thin my hand? Not enough to do anything useful. I don't think I can draw, right? I don't think I can... maybe the Avery messes with them. That's kind of where I'm at here. I mean, the V-Star without the Magnezone doesn't really do anything either. Do I want to... Do I rope? I don't think I rope. That's not bad. It's not bad. I mean, I think they one-shot me, and that's going to be bad. Because they haven't used their Vista. No, they did use it. So that part is good. Gives me like the tiniest sliver of hope. And I will do 180, which just isn't good enough. It's just not enough, let's be honest. And if they take him out, it's all over. So they just need... Well, they need a switching card, right? Because they can accelerate to Maridon, and they can attach by hand, but then they can't attach by hand to the active. So they need a switching card to make this happen. So we'll see. So if they can't pull this off, we have a very narrow chance. And I have the boss, so I can actually take out both. Like, I can obviously finish off. So they had a rope. I wonder if they should have played the rope. I guess not. They need to accelerate, and so they have a lot of energy. Are they going to retreat? What are they going to do here? I think at this point, I'm not in terrible shape, right? I have the boss. I can actually... I think I might go up in prizes. So that would be very nice. I think they are going to accelerate some energy. All right, let's see what they do. Obviously, yeah, okay, so this probably makes my life harder. So Mew, okay. I mean, Mew's good. I don't mind Mew. Again, he's 2 prizes, and that's what I need to do to win this game. I need to go 2 prizes, 2 prizes, 2 prizes. Okay. So knockout. Who are you sending up here? The Mew? Okay. But they don't have a free retreat. So let's think. Is he going to be able to beat me? I don't know. If they hit a switch card, then I've lost the game. Right? They need a switch card, which I'm assuming they don't have. They would have used it then. Okay, so if I get really lucky, I can use my boss, but I can't. I'm not 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need to Arven. I need to do back-to-back turns, right? So I need this guy. Need this guy. I don't have any Pokemon. I have right. And I cannot recover a Pokemon. Okay, so I now need to. I keep the boss because boss is really good. I'll get rid of the rope. I'll get rid of the rare candy. I'll make that my play. I get the V-Star, which gives me the knockout, right? It gives me the knockout, which is very good. 220 or 240. So I will play that. Play this. I will do this. I'm sitting on boss, so that's good. They gave me something in the active. I mean, I don't need any more energy, do I? I guess I need to get that Zamazenta down, right? That he's my other attacker, really. So I need to get him set up. So, and I have boss, so that's good. Okay, not loving that. I mean, it's okay. I'll bench him next turn. I have boss, so I take 2 prizes there. Zamazenta is lovely, lovely, lovely. So he needs, what, 3, right? My opponent used to take prizes for it. It's very useful, and we'll see. Okay, 1. Get a second energy here. That's okay. He's doing 280. I want to take out the Iron Hands, I do believe. So that's the play there, just in case they mess with me. Gust him up. I will attach Tool Jammer. He's got an ability, so the other attack doesn't do me any good. So boom. Oh, man, these effects are they're over the top. They really are. I guess that was the most recent update. So, that is their specialty, right? Making the effects bigger. So, the problem is even if they knock out my active, which can they climb there? They need to do 300, right? 1, 2, so they need 5 energies, which they just need to attach 1. I don't know if they have it in hand. They don't have a lot of cards, but even if they do that, I send up the Zamazenta, and I finish him off for game, right? So it's looking like game for me. So they got off to the better start, I felt like, but kind of kept grinding. Yep, and they saw that they were going to lose the game. All I needed, they could take the knockout. I don't know if they even could, if they had the energy in hand. So anyway, so there's the deck. It performed pretty well. And Dialga is fun with back-to-back attacks, so certainly don't be afraid to give it a try. And, Star Chronos, enjoy it. It is fun. Take care.